we are in District 28. Where we are here, this is actually Jalan Kayu area. We have with us a semi-detached house that's located along Lorong Tanggam Road. And this is actually a very rare find because why? There's only about 80 semi-detached land plots in this whole entire area, and we are in one of them. So let's join PropertyLimBrothers as we bring you into this landed home tour. Let's go! Alright, so where we are today, we are in Jalan Kayu area. So this semi-detached house is actually along Lorong Tanggam Road. We are surrounded by a lot of HDB clusters right here. So what that means for you is that you have a lot of amenities like your food center, your hawker centers. What's so famous is the roll of shophouses where you can find lots of food options right here from day to night, and that's something that is very rare. The nearest mall that we have over here will actually be Seletar Mall, that is just about walking distance away. In terms of transport wise, we are just right beside Thanggam LRT station, which you can just cut across the park that is actually developed just right beside Park Botania. So if you look at the whole entire URA master plan over here, we are in an area where there's a lot of growth. Why? Because at just around the corner over here, there's also a site that is being zoned commercial, which we reckon that will probably be a shopping center. Well, we will know in future. Other than that, in all this green patch of land surrounding us, these are all residential lands that will eventually be either HDBs or private condominiums. But of course, in terms of private properties, we already have two new launches over here. We have Park Botania that's already TOP, and of course High Park Residences. But the most important part is that surrounding us are a lot of HDB clusters where there are a lot of amenities, and what that means for us is actually the natural progression of assets where HDB upgraders will move to condos and condo upgraders may then look at the landed properties around where they are currently staying. With that said, we think that there's a lot of potential for future upgraders that's coming from the surrounding area that will help you in terms of your exit strategy. So what we have here, this is actually a very big plot of land. This house is 999 years leasehold, but that's as good as a freehold land. This house is sitting on a land size of 4,187 square feet with a built-up of estimated 4,500 plus square feet. So this is sitting on a very generous land plot because in terms of width, we have with us actually a 12.2 meters width. Depth-wise, this is 31.8 meters, and this is actually a very good depth. By URA guideline, for a semi-detached house, it's only about 8 meters, and for a detached house, that's 10 meters. So we can clearly see that this semi-detached house is already over than the average plot width that we can get for a similar kind of property type. And if you were to take another look in terms of the rarity of this land plot, this is actually located along the stretch where this is the only semi-detached land plot. In fact, if we were to zoom out and look into the greater area, the northeast area, this is also the only semi-detached land that you can find. And this is actually something that's very rare because the rest of the other landed housings here are just mixed landed zone. We are sitting in a land zone as a 3-story semi-detached zone, but what we have over here is actually a 2 stories. There's future potential where what you're buying into, you can do up an A&A work to increase the entire GFA for this area. So where I'm standing right here, this is the car porch area. This land size is definitely more than enough space for you to do 3 vehicles easily. For our unit, this is actually a dotted white line that is in the middle, which means that your visitors are free to park their cars right beside the road. Current landscaping is actually done by an overseas landscaper, which the sellers have actually engaged prior to them moving in to help them to beautify this front porch area. But it really goes down to the individual, for the buyers, whether what do you really want. So coming into this front porch, this is extension of your living space. This will actually be the main door that's leading into your unit, but we're going to share a little bit more about the modification that the owners have done. Owners have also done up fixed roof trellis out here to protect them from the weather. This is a very nice area for you to do your own barbecuing, to do your own hosting for your friends, and this actually leads up into this swimming pool. This swimming pool is in fact a 20 meters long, width is about 1.8 meters. Let's pull up the floor plan and we can look into details of the breakdown of the rooms. So on the lower level, you'll be greeted with a living hall that spans 5.5 meters in terms of width, family room, dining hall, bathroom, kitchen area with another secondary dining hall. Opposite the kitchen, there will also be 2 bedrooms. There are both en-suites at the back. That will be your yard area. Also a room for your helpers. 3 big bedrooms, your master, a junior master. All of 3 of them are actually en-suite as well. Alright, so the owners have actually spent about $60,000 late last year to do a little bit of renovation to enhance the overall space within these units. In fact, I would say that the distance between the sofa to the TV is actually a very good distance distance. The overall experience in this living hall is actually great for your families to hold your family gathering right here. Beside the living hall, this will actually be your dining area. As you can see, the dining area is actually flanked at the side with a swimming pool. Currently, I would say 8 people very comfortably. You can even extend to 10 people right here. Remember the main door that I shared with you earlier on in the front porch area. So when you come into this room, you can see that this is actually where the main door is. And what the owners told us during late games night, when they have delivery, the delivery guy will just come in straight from this main door. You will not be disturbing your rest of your other family members that may be staying outside in the living hall space. At this space right here, you may be thinking, where can I actually build a lift if I want to do that? This spot right here is actually where it is provisioned to build a lift, and they have even gotten some quotations which we are very happy to share with you. Behind this staircase will also be storeroom that is very standard for a landed home. This will then be your first common bathroom. So this common bathroom, I would say, is a very good size, ventilated. This is essentially for your guests to use. So coming into this wet kitchen area, you can see how big this kitchen is, and you have plenty of cabinet space for your storage purposes. If you want, you can also do a simple form of renovation. Instead of a dining table right here, you can even build up an island table in the middle here for extra space for your food preparation. In the backyard, this will be where you will have all your service laundry area, plus also a room for your helpers that is just right over here at this corner. And since we are on an elevated land, we are actually on level 1, but we are actually facing into their level 2. On your upper level, you will actually be looking into the top part of your neighbor's. So coming into this room that you are seeing right here, this is in fact the smallest room that you will find in this unit, and in fact all the bedrooms in this house is able to fit in a queen size bed, or you have your own ensuite right here as well. So now let's head on to the second bedroom on this level. Taking a look at the floor plan, this will actually be how it looks like. It also comes with its own ensuite. Alright, so why is landed house such a sought after asset class in Singapore? If you take a look at the numbers of the landed homes, since about 26 years ago, the number of landed land plots in Singapore has been hovering around 75,000 units. In contrast, for a non-landed private properties, the number has been 330 over 1,000, and the numbers has been increasing as the year goes by. Well, if you take a look at the price index between a landed property versus a non-landed private property, since about 12 years ago, the line has started to diverge out, where the landed property price has been going on a rise, and this is what we classify within PropertyLimBrothers as the chasm gap. So when you took a look at the numbers, we don't foresee the numbers meeting anytime soon, and that's also the reason why landed price has been increasing over time, and this actually contributes to the premium of owning a landed home in Singapore. We have also done the research for you as well. At the time of video recording, if you take a look at the northeastern part of Singapore, the number of freehold semi-detached house that's for sale available is about 295 units. But of course, if you further refine the search result to only size that is above 4,000 square feet, the number greatly reduces to 95 units, which translates to about a reduction of 68%. And that means that for our unit over here that's standing at a land size of 4,187 square feet, this is actually a very rare semi-detached house that you can find in the resale market. Last but not least, there's also a question in consumers' mind today is that with the rising interest rate, will property price eventually drop? Well, based on our PLB insights from the past rounds of interest hikes, property price still continue to rise in the market. We feel that that is likely due to the stability in the market, plus the fact that the government has implemented several measures to stabilize the market. This ensures that buyers are very prudent with what they are purchasing, or even to buy for investments. Additionally, property types like ours, which is big in size, is very suitable for multi-generation living, plus also the hybrid work from home nature. We feel that your property type will still maintain its level of attractiveness and value in time to come. Alright, so now we are done with the level 1. Let's head up to the second level, where we'll share with you the 3 bedrooms that we have upstairs, as well as also some of the numbers analysis of our unit versus some of the other landed homes in this area. As you walked up into this second level, you'll be greeted with this little foyer area here. So coming to this common bedroom, you can see that this is actually a very good size room. There is queen size bed, big size wardrobe, 2 panels that has already been built right here. Definitely plenty of space in the bedrooms on the second level. So this is the only bedroom that is facing towards the west side. You do get the evening sun that's coming in from here, but what essentially you can do is that you can install a solar film on these 2 window panels, and that will basically block out quite a lot of the UV ray that comes into this unit. In this particular room, because of the east-west orientation and because of the elevation of this unit, we are actually looking into the roof. This gives you a certain level of unblock where you get a lot of gust of wind that comes right into your unit bedroom. So this ensuite is actually a very generous size. It has windows for ventilation. Actually, this is all the standards of a bathroom that you will want to look for. So coming out, this is actually the new addition that the owners have actually done up late last year. This is the junior master. This area used to be the family area on the second level. Just imagine how big it is. So right now, this has been configured with a queen size bed. This is as big as some of the master bedroom that you can find. The owners have also done up a little walk-in closet. Their own ensuite that has also been done late last year as part of the addition to this room. We have full big panels of windows right here. Standing shower area here with also a rain shower. I would say that this is actually a very good size junior master bedroom. Alright, so now that we have done with the junior master bedroom, let me bring you to the master bedroom, where this is actually the main highlight of this house. So as you step into this master bedroom, you can see the sheer size of this room itself. Definitely plenty of space in this master bedroom and how wide it is. This is currently fitted in with a king size bed. It also has a sliding door that leads you to this very private balcony space right outside here that is actually facing towards the front of the house. I think this is also a very nice place for you to chill out at night as well, because you do get to enjoy that breeze. Alright, so now let's take a look at the numbers comparisons against some of the other landed housings of the various categories in Singapore. We are marketing at a price of $6 million negotiable, and that will translate to a PSF of $1,433. Well, just right in front of me, these will be two notable projects in Sengkang, the Park Botania and High Park Residences. Both of them are also transacting an average PSF of $1,400 to $1,500. What that means for you is that you are actually buying into a property that is a landed home, 999 years that you can essentially pass down to your next generation at a PSF that is comparable to these beautiful 99 years leasehold projects right here in Sengkang. So generally, there are three categories of landed homes that you can find in Singapore. So there's actually one category that you're buying the land for a full rebuild, or one that is brand new from developer, and our unit over here that sits actually in between, where you can actually move in, but also it gives you the option to do some form of renovation to actually design the home to your own family need. Alright, so let's take a look at the numbers breakdown for a full rebuild. If you're buying just the land itself, there are some listings over here in this area that is going for $5 million. 25% down payment that will set you about $1.25 million. And you need to definitely rent a place elsewhere, because for rebuilding as of today, that will be basically about 2 years time frame. Renting a place for 2 years at $7,000 a month, that will set you back to be about $168,000. And to do a rebuild up to 3.5 story, that will be about $3 million. All in all, your upfront cash payment will be $5.06 million if you are looking to buy a land to build into a house of your own design. For the other spectrum of category where you want to go for hassle-free and you want to buy something brand new from developer, well, there's also listings available in this market for $8.7 million. And if you factor in a 25% of initial cash outlay, that will be $2.18 million. And that will be basically the amount of money that you're paying for that brand new semi-detached house. So for our unit over here at $6 million, 25% initial cash outlay, that will be $1.5 million. If you want to do a bit of renovation to this place, let's say you're going to rent a place for 6 months to do a renovation of about $2,000 to $300,000. For rental of 6 months at $7,000 each a month, that will be about $42,000 that you'll set aside for rental. While renovation is being done in your place, your total cash outlay for this will be $1.84 million for this property. So looking at the three categories in terms of the cash outlay, if you want to keep your cash outlay to be below the $2 million mark while still having excess equity for you to design your place to fit your family needs, we think that this may be the unit for you to consider. Okay, now that we have done with the numbers analysis, let's take a look at the master ensuite. Behind here, this will lead us into the master ensuite. This is definitely a very good size, good standing shower area with ventilation windows. I think this is actually very good use of space. Alright, so if you're in the market for a semi-detached house, 5 bedrooms for your multi-generation living, I think this may be the unit that you want to consider. Plus the fact that you can also own one of the rare land plots that is in a semi-detached zoning. This is something that's very rare find in this part of Singapore. Right, do contact our listings managers. Their numbers are just right below. We are on all social media platforms. Do remember to follow us for more contents and home tour videos. My name is Wayne, PropertyLimBrothers. As always, happy to show you the place. This one with the voiceover already.
Then you'll be like, now suddenly Sean will talk to you about the... now suddenly...
So now we have a guest appearance by Sean.
Yeah.
We are sitting in the land zone We are sitting in a land. What the chicken is damn noisy.
Wait, I think you can give the mic to Sean. He want to present it.
He's dying to present, right?
Dying to present.
So the UI